Ah, finally, back home. Now that I'm home, I guess I can really think about what I did in my weeks in Africa. The first place we visited in Africa was Cape Town. It is located on the shore of Table Bay and it surrounds Table Mountain. The city is well known for the mountains, soccer stadium, and beaches. Once we settled down, we visited an old fort called the Castle of Good Hope. It was made by the Dutch East Trading Company when tensions between Britain and the Netherlands rose during the 17th century. Now it remains as a public attraction over 330 years later. After that, we took a trip to Camps Bay. It is a highly popular beach that sees large numbers of tourists each year. There is also lots of hotels, restaurants, and other things to keep guests occupied. Then we went to the aerial cableway to the top of Table Mountain. The cableway takes passengers from Tafelberg Road and rises up to the plateau on the top of the mountain. The cable cars give a 360-degree view, rotating on the way to the summit, giving a panoramic view. The last place we visited was Cape Point. It is the southernmost point in the city and has cliffs that hang over the sea below. It is often mistaken as the southernmost point in Africa, but that goes to Cape Aguaholas, 90 miles to the southeast. We went north after to see the Kalahari Desert, more specifically the Kigali Transfrontier Park. The word Kigali roughly translates to place of thirst. It is a dry, arid area with little vegetation and characteristic red sand dunes. In this picture, two female lions are hunting in the dry riverbed, which is said to flow once a century. Here we have an armadillo roaming in the red sand dunes. These elephants also appear to have gotten lucky, as they have. Next we went looking for a classic safari in the savannah, so we stopped by Chobe National Park. We snapped pictures of a few famous animals. There are so many things to explain, so I'm just going to throw facts out. Go. A hippo's canine tooth can grow over to be 1 foot long. A giraffe's neck can be up to 7 feet long. A crocodile's bite can push down at 22,000 newtons of force, compared to 3,000 newtons of a great white shark. A cheetah can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, faster than most cars. Zebras are on the Botswana coat of arms. Finally, elephants can weigh up to 15,000 pounds. We visited Victoria Falls next. Its source of water, the Zambezi River, starts in northern Zambia. It flows south to the Zambia-Zimbabwe border and proceeds flow east to the Indian Ocean. The Victoria Falls are considered the boundary between upper and middle segments of the Zambezi. While there, we went whitewater rafting in the falls. After we finished, we took a helicopter up a few hundred feet and got a good look at the falls and the gorge. We wanted to see jungle life at its finest, so we visited Kabale Forest National Park. It's 200 miles west of Kampala, Uganda's capital and biggest city. The park gives safaris in the rainforests, as this is where lots of primates live. 13 species of primate live in the park, including the common chimpanzee, Uganda mangabe, the Ugandan red colobus, and the Loest monkey. Predators like leopard and wildcats live here as well. After seeing all of that wildlife, we went to see urban life in Nairobi, Kenya. It is popularly known as the Green City in the Sun. 46% of 3.83 million in Nairobi live below the poverty line. In the U.S., for most people, clean water and food, as well as homes and other things alike, are everyday things. In Kenya, you would be considered lucky and extremely wealthy. In some parts of Nairobi, they look like they just went through a tornado. We then visited Mogadishu, Somalia. It is one of the most dangerous places in Somalia, with constant threats of terrorism, muggings, and kidnappings. Armed guards are necessary to move throughout the city. While constantly avoiding danger, we visited the Mogadishu Mosque and an old market from the 1970s called the Bakara Market. It was meant to sell everyday goods, but it turned into a place to sell ammunition, weapons, and forged documents. The last place we visited on our African vacation was Timbuktu, Mali. Timbuktu was a very important place for the Islamic religion. It was a place where Islam started spreading from the Sahara to the southern tip of Africa. There are 3 great mosques in the town. They are named Djinguiber, Sankor, and Sidi Yahya. The mosques were all built in the 16th century. They all looked as if someone built sandcastles in the desert. That sums up my entire vacation, I guess. Now if you excuse me, I have some schoolwork to catch up to.